Welcome back, D2 sports fans, to yet another episode of the D2 Nation Podcast. I'm your co-host, Wayne Cavadi, and joining me, as always, is Bethany Bowman. Bethany, we had an absolutely bonkers weekend in D2 football this past weekend, and luckily our special guest this week will hopefully help shed some light on that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. This week was absolutely crazy. So that's right, West Florida and Northwest Missouri State were upset, which led to a new number 1 and number 2 in your D2 Power 10 rankings. Ferris State took home its first ever number 1 ranking in program history, and sitting at number 2 is the Valdosta State Blazers. So joining us today is the quarterback leading those undefeated Blazers, Ivory Durham. Welcome to the D2 Nation, Ivory.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. Anyone that watches D2 football certainly knows the name Valdosta State, so it's nice to have you on the show. Let's go back to your recruiting days before we get to where we are today. You had a very, very decorated high school career. You were the state player of the year. You won a state championship in Florida, and then you choose Georgia to go to. I'm sure that had some tough decisions. What made you choose Valdosta State, especially with Rogan Wells already there?
Well, I would say just coming here on a visit, I would say it felt like home. And that's something that I like, just a family and being just home. So when I came here, they treated me right, and just open arms. So I felt like this was the place to be, and I'm thankful for that I made that decision.
Yeah, it seems to be working out for sure.
Yes, sir.
So now we're in your freshman year. You get to watch your team go undefeated. You had that memorable touchdown pass to Rogan Wells in the championship game, which was cool to see you pass to the fellow quarterback for a touchdown.
Yes,
what
sir.
do you think getting to watch Rogan, lead that offense and watching that championship experience as a freshman, how has that shaped your future career?
Well, I was just blessed to have that opportunity just to be on that team, and just watching Rogan Wells just do what he does best, was lead the team. I learned a lot mentally from him. He worked hard, and I just added that to my game, I would say, and he's just made the way for me. So
you're 6 seconds away from having never lost a game in your collegiate career. This is what Valdosta State does with championships spanning back decades. What makes the Blazers such a powerhouse of a program?
Just the aspect of just winning. That's what we thrive ourselves on. This, as you know, we call this title town. So we just want to win, and just being a winning program, we just have to work hard, put the work in, and just hold everybody accountable. And that's pretty much what Valdosta State does.
Yeah, it's like graduate, reload, win. Graduate, reload, win.
Yes.
Now let's talk about your positions. Well, your position now specifically at full-time quarterback.
Yes,
Valdosta State loves quarterbacks that can run the ball, and you, of course, are no exception. In the past, you were kind of a change of pace guy, right? You would do a little running back, a little quarterback, whatever they needed. But now you are this quarterback. Do you think are you at the point where you could say you're a pass first quarterback, or do you see that hole and you just want to go?
Well, that's I guess that's something that no one actually knew. Me coming out of high school, I was a pass first quarterback, and then just when I came to college, I just started using my legs pretty much a lot more. So, but being strictly at quarterback is just now I can play the game that I've been playing since I've been little, and that's pass first. But when I do see the crease, I definitely get the feeling of just taking off. So.
So you have a slew of veteran players. First, talk about Brian Sons and Leandre Gallimore, how they make your life easier.
They come to work every day. I'm just glad that Brian Sons came back to us. And since he came back, he's just been locked in. We've been working, putting in overtime in the summer, and it's definitely paying off. So I'm definitely that I have those two guys by my side.
And what about the three-headed monster you, Seth McGill, and Jamar Tompkins form in the running game? It must keep defenses off balance.
Well, we've been wanting this since our freshman year, since me and Seth came in. So just for us to be back there permanently and just always back there, it's a blessing, to be honest. I'm just glad to have those two guys back there with me, and I just let them do what they do.
I don't know how any defense stops you guys, right? It's like you have two ridiculous running backs, then you could take off, and then you have two ridiculous wide receivers that you can throw them. I mean, it's no wonder that you guys are scoring like 45 points a game, right? I mean, it's got to be.
That's just the goal. Brian Songs, every day he says, to be honest, he says 40 isn't good enough. So our goal is 60. So we try to take it practice by practice and game by game. When we get in the game, it's drive by drive, and we want to score every time we hit the field. So that's just a challenge that we love to keep it up and just keep it going.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. I'll tell you that. So earlier this year, we had one of your rivals. We had head coach Pete Shinnick from West Florida on the show. And he said that without a doubt, the Gulf South Conference is the best conference in D2 football. Tell us why you think the Gulf South is the best conference in D2 football.
Every week you strap up, you're going to be ready there. You're going to get the best game out of every opponent, I would say. They're ready to play, and it's a physical, hard-fought game with every team. So I'm just glad that we have the competition to play in the conference and then get through playoffs. It's definitely a good season.
I mean, that has to be, Valdosta State's so successful in the postseason, and that has to be a big reason why, right? Like you're already in the playoffs from day one, it feels like.
Correct. Yes.
So what makes your time as a D2 student athlete so special? I was also a D2 student athlete, so I've got a lot of things that I liked about it. But what about for you makes it so great?
I don't know. I'm just glad I'm here. Pretty much, it's just a blessing to get the opportunity to play college football. Not a lot of people get that opportunity, so I just take advantage of being here and just getting this degree and playing football and just creating memories. That's the most important thing about it. So
I think it's you said getting that degree. And I think that people ask me about D2 student athletes and what I think about them. And I think that I always say the same thing. I say they put the student in student athlete, right? Like you're there to get that degree. And like you're blessed to be playing football while you're doing it. So it's a good combination to make everything work. Okay, so Ivory, that was the easy part of the show. Okay, here comes the hard part, the DII Nation hot seat. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Bethany, go get it.
Okay, we'll ease them in lightly. What is your favorite pregame warm-up song in your headphones to get you pumped up for game? Ready for this?
I guess this is a secret that's just gonna come out. My favorite rapper is NBA Youngboy. Everybody knows I played in the locker room and everything, but when I put on my AirPods and I'm listening to music, I like to be relaxed and calm. So I would say I listen to some Rihanna and Fantasia. So
so you go in and you get pumped up early, but then you got to bring it down.
Bring it down.
The guys just think the young is still in the headphones, but it's not. It's Rihanna.
I love it.
Yeah, pretty much. The quarterbacks caught me slipping one day and thought I was playing some Youngboy, and then listened to it and it was like, wow. So yeah,
that's awesome. Funny. Okay, so growing up, who was your favorite football team, and who was your favorite player to watch?
Favorite football team, New Orleans Saints, and I would have to go with Drew Brees, my favorite quarterback. The reason I say that just because he wasn't the biggest dude, but he played like it when he was on the field, and just his leadership that he brought to the game, and just the attitude and the spirit he brought. I like the way he played.
Yeah, for sure.
Since you say Drew Brees, have you ever eaten at a place called Walk-Ons? He's like a sponsor for that place. It's like
never heard of that place.
It's a really good, it's like a sports bar. So you gotta try it.
Yeah.
So which social media platform are you most addicted to? And is there like a personality or an account that you just can't stop watching?
I would just say Instagram. I love Instagram. I don't have I just like watching funny videos on Instagram. Instagram is funny. But Twitter is also funny. So when I want to laugh, I go to Twitter and just crack up pretty much.
I definitely watch people falling down and stuff on Instagram way too much on my spare time. Let's go to the big screen. What's your favorite sports movie of all time, or what's your favorite football movie of all time?
Sports movie. Ooh, that's a good one. I would have to go with The Replacements. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I love it.
I would have to go with that movie just because I feel like he had another chance at pretty much just life, I guess I would say. And my favorite part is towards the end of the movie when the coach says what we need to do to come back, and he says heart. And I guess that just gives him the spark, and he's come back and bring it home pretty much. So I would say Replacements.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite food?
Favorite food, fried chicken.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to get it? Is there,
I would say Popeyes.
Nice.
Yeah, Popeye. I think that's the only place I really would eat fried chicken from. Churches, I'm not a big fan of churches. And they have some place up here, not a big fan of. So I would just say Popeye.
Somebody the other day was making fun of me for eating KFC. Like, is it not okay to eat at KFC?
KFC, they have their days, I guess. They have their days, man. They definitely do.
That's hilarious. Okay, so we mentioned it earlier, from Jacksonville, Florida, and now you play your college football in Georgia. So we have to put you on the spot. Gators or Dogs?
The Dogs.
Okay, you're a Bulldog guy.
I've never been a Florida Gators fan, so
nice. I like it.
I've never been a Florida Gators fan.
So did you like the Bulldogs even when you were younger?
Yes, I did. My favorite college team was, we can't talk about them, but Florida State, and that was Georgia Bulldogs was my second though. So
okay, as long as it wasn't the Gators, right? Well, congratulations, you survived the hot seat.
Yeah.
We thank you so much. We thank you so much for joining us, and good luck this weekend. And Bethany and I are very much looking forward to watching the rematch with West Florida later down the road.
Yes, sir.
So remember, D2 Nation, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and just about anywhere else you listen. Give us a follow, and we'll see you next week on the D2 Nation.